Yes, hello folks, welcome back. I'm hoping you're doing well wherever you are. Now, Samia's law is still not off the hook, and the world is deciding to punish her. The world is deciding, is mounting pressure on her to actually, quit status of leading Tanzanian people. Now, this video is actually happening in Netherlands. Look at it.
This beautiful lady, not gonna mention your name.
Yes, these are people demonstrating, Tanzanians demonstrating, demanding ICC to actually probe Samia Suluhu, arrest Samia Suluhu. Now, they're demonstrating right in front of ICC gate. And this shows how this matter is so serious to a point whereby people have refused to be led by a dictator. Well, you see, what Samia has done is actually not going, will not end well, because the people of Tanzania will never respect her, and the people of Tanzania will see her as, as a leader who was never meant for Tanzania. Because we've been having Nyerere, Kikwete, Magufuli, and of course these people are the best, and we have never had anything wrong in Tanzania when they were leading. But now what happened in Tanzania is just questionable. So it is said that Kenyans who are in Tanzania are now in danger. In fact, before I go to the video showing how Kenyan lives are in danger, I want to tell you that there's one Kenyan from Samia who was shot dead, and of course he was a teacher. Listen.
It has been 6 days of anguish for the family of John Okoth Ogutu, a Kenyan teacher allegedly shot amid post-election violence in Tanzania. 33-year-old Ogutu had lived and worked in Dar es Salaam for more than a decade, teaching at Sky School Primary School in the Kinondoni district in Dar es Salaam. His family says they received a distressing phone call informing them that he had been shot on October 29th at Goba Center in Ubungo district, as protests escalated shortly after the polls.
Yes, he was killed, and the government of Tanzania is saying that enough's not enough. They are going to actually fish out the Kenyans staying in Tanzania. Now, what's this saying this?
Guys, I'm reporting this because it's what I got, the news. You remember, I live in Kwale County near Lungalunga, which is the border to Tanzania. Saa hii, wale wa Kenya wako Tanzania wanatoroka wanakuja pande ya Kenya, guys. It's so sad. If you have a family member in Tanzania, this is what I'm reporting. If you have any member with Kenyan origin, don't leave Uganda, leave DRC, leave Zambia. The government of Tanzania is targeting Kenyans. They say they are the ones when waliandamana, they are citizens hawakuandamana, and they want to put them behind bars. They don't care if you work as a boda. They don't care about anything. Right now, hapa kwa border ni mbili za Tanzania. Kuna Namanga na kuna Lungalunga. Right now, a lot of people are wanatoroka wanakuja pande hii ya Kenya because the government has declared a war towards the Kenyan citizen. Guys, this report I'm telling, hata mkubwa wa polisi wa huko amesema.
Yes, she's narrating how Kenyan lives are in danger, and she's calling out on Kenyan government to actually intervene in this matter and stop Samia Suluhu from, finishing Kenyans who are in Tanzania. So, of course, Samia Suluhu has been having issues with Kenyans even before the elections. Remember, Martha Karua once went there, and we had BONFACE'S. They went there to represent Tundu Lissu. They were as his lawyers, but they were arrested and sent back. So it means that Samia Suluhu really hates Kenyans. Why? Because Kenyans are tough people and they don't like nonsense. In fact, the demonstration that took place in Tanzania has been inspired by Kenyans, because remember last year, Kenyans demonstrated demanding William Ruto to leave State House. So, as you can see, America is now chipping in. America is saying that they will never allow Samia Suluhu rule in peace, because if Samia Suluhu decides not to step down, they will actually issue sanctions.
So we have to stop pretending that countries that just hold an election where sometimes the winner somehow magically gets 90% of the vote because all the opposition is locked up or can't get on TV is a democracy. Democracy depends on strong institutions, and it's about minority rights and checks and balances and freedom of speech and freedom of expression.
Samia will not be able to get foreign aid. So that means that the people of Tanzania will suffer because they will lack loans, they will lack developments, even investors will refuse to go and invest in Tanzania. So that is how bad the situation is in Tanzania. So the Kenyans who are now staying in Tanzania, their lives are in danger. And it is said that, in fact, there was one police officer from Tanzania who said this. Yes, he's claiming that Kenyans are the ones who are demonstrating. Of course, he used the word foreigners, but my interpretation is he was actually referring to Kenyans. Kenyans are demonstrating, and Kenyans are the ones who are causing mayhem in Tanzania. So the point is that Samia is trying to actually show the world that the people who are protesting in Tanzania are Kenyans, but that's not possible.
Jeshi la polisi Tanzania limepata taarifa za watu ambao sio raia wa Tanzania kuwa wameingia nchini kwa njia zisizo rasmi kwa nia ya kufanya uhalifu ikiwepo vurugu. Watu hao wanajifanya kuwa wanafanya shughuli mbalimbali ikiwepo bodaboda. Taarifa zinasema watu hao wapo katika mikoa ya Arusha, Dar es Salaam, Mbeya, Mwanza, Songwe na mikoa mingineyo. Wakati jeshi la polisi linaendelea kuwafuatilia ili kuwachukulia hatua kali.
There's no way millions of Kenyans can be going to Tanzania to protest. Where will they pass through? Because before you go to Tanzania, you have to, be checked at the borders. They have to confirm, and they have to know what we are going to do in Tanzania. So there's no way the people who are actually protesting were Tanzanians, they were not Kenyans. But Samia is trying to use a wrong way of trying to make the world believe that, oh, I am loved, the people who don't want me are Kenyans. But if you are loved, why did you hide swearing in? Because if you are loved, what you should have done, you should have just gone public in a stadium. You should have taken off in a stadium. But you see, you were afraid. You actually escaped. You went and swore yourself in inside barracks. Why? Because you were afraid. You wanted a place whereby you will feel protected. Why didn't you invite the public? Because you only invited, some friends, few friends, who of course have diplomatic ties with you, who are your friends. So the fact that she refused to swear herself in a public place shows that indeed she never won the elections free and square. And that's the reality. No matter how hard she will try, to hide by the situation, the truth, the world knows that she did not win the elections free and square. She was afraid of Tundulisu. She was afraid of the people of Tanzania. And of course, when you see the kind of terror the police unleashed on the people of Tanzania, you know that Samia was afraid, because I have seen bodies standing up. In fact, the opposition saying that the people who were killed were 1,000 people. Yes? And you see, these are a lot, because the pictures we saw were just few. But I'm sure there are a lot of people or bodies that we have not seen. Because remember, the Tanzanian government shut down the internet because they knew that what they were doing was dangerous and could land them in ICC. So the people, the gunfire could not be seen because the internet was down. But again, there are some people who managed to cover and take photos. And in fact, there's one breaking video I saw whereby people are just taking, a meal in a hotel, and police bumped in and shot the dead, as if it was not okay in Tanzania. And I've been asking myself, what is power? As in, power can make someone just, finish people, all because you want power. Instead of, having power the right way, you are having it the wrong way, You see, when you campaign and you win an election, in fact, you as a president, you even feel confident. Yeah, you can easily face people. But when you know very well that no one voted for you, and you force yourself, and your police actually maims people, kills people, how will you lead when your people actually don't want you? So, but anyway, in Africa, they don't care. Leaders don't care. All they care is the power. And that's what we're seeing in Tanzania. But this matter is now taking a new twist. And in fact, the people of Kenya are trying to actually call out the president's name, William Ruto, to intervene and save the lives of the Kenyans who are in Tanzania. But why should Tanzania government do that? Because even in Kenya, we are having people from Tanzania, yes, doing business, working in peace. So why should Tanzania people beat Kenyans out, demand the deportation of Kenyans in Tanzania? Yet you are having so many Tanzanians in Kenya. Yes, so I think I think it is not right. It is not diplomatic. It is wrong, and Samia should just stop doing that. So anyway, that's the case now, and of course, subscribe. I will keep you posted, and of course, I'm going to do another video, a powerful one, and I think what you need to do is subscribe and wait for it. Thank you, guys. I see you soon. Adios, amigos. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea, the place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dota Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.